Hi everyone, how are you my dear children? Hope you are doing well and you are safe. Today we are going to discuss working of human eye. Working of human eye. How it works. How image is formed by your eye. This is your eye. Last lecture we have discussed all the structures and this will be your lens. Okay. This is your cornea. Suppose object is over here. So rays will go. Okay. Here also rays will go. Will pass to the lens. And you will get, this is your retina and you will get your image like this. Some of the rays, all the rays you can say, will get refracted first with cornea, then the lens. Then on retina you are going to get your inverted image. Then brain will interpret as a erect image. Okay. So light rays coming from the object to be seen, that what we want to see, enter the eye through your cornea and falls on the eye lens through pupil of the eye. We have already discussed the eye lens is convex. So how the image will form? It will form a real and inverted image of the object on the retina. We know the retina has large number of light sensitive cells in the form of rods and cones. That also we have discussed in our last video lecture. These cells get activated by the light falling on the retina and generate electrical signals which are sent to brain via optic nerve. Then the brain will process the information, then it will interpret the inverted image as erect image. One thing we have to ensure, wherever the object is, the image has to be formed on retina. Object can be at far or near. Then how will ensure the formation of the image on the retina? All the time, whether it is at far or near. Now let us try to understand this. For this, we have to change the focal length of the eye lens. See, we can't change the object distance. Can we change the object distance? Suppose we want to see a particular house. We can't move the house. One more thing also, we can't change the object distance. Can we change the image distance? No, we can't change the image distance also because image has to be on retina. Then what we can do? What is under our control? We can change the focal length of the lens. Okay. Now, how to change the focal length of the lens? Let's start with the normal distant vision. Let me erase this. Here, the normal distant vision, the eye muscles are relaxed. So, parallel rays from the distant object. Let me draw the lens. This is your principal axis. This is your parallel rays. Okay. It will form. And this is your retina. And here you will get a small inverted image. Okay. So the parallel rays from distant objects enter the eye through this cornea and lens and forms a real inverted image on retina. Here one more thing. Now you can see here lens is thin. lens is thin. And ciliary muscles, we have already discussed how ciliary muscles are attached to the lens through the ligaments. So here the ciliary muscles are in a relaxed state. When the object moves closer to the eye, then the image will form behind the retina. To bring the image back onto the retina, the lens needs to be thicker so that the rays can converge at a shorter distance. That means on retina. That means we are actually decreasing the focal length. This property of the eye that enables us to see the object closer to our eye is called accommodation. That is the power of accommodation only. Okay, children? Now let us see how it happens. Is it clear till now? Okay. Let me now discuss how it happens for this closure distance. See, this is your cross-sectional. Here through the ligaments, ciliary muscles, through the ligaments, ciliary muscles are attached. Okay, these are your ciliary muscles. This is your cross-sectional view of the eye from side. Now let us see what happens to the lens. Okay, let us see how this lens is changing. See, actually this is your front view. This is your eye lens. Okay, these are ligaments. All these are ligaments. These are suspensory ligaments through which your ciliary muscles are attached. And this is your ciliary muscles. This is ciliary muscles only. Okay, these are ciliary muscles. Okay. Now, when ciliary muscles contract, as we can see, it is contracting radially inwards like this. It is contracting radially inwards. Okay. And these are ligaments. So these ligaments, when it will contract like this, what will happen to the ligaments? These ligaments will slacken. You can say they loosens. So because of this elastic nature of the lens, it becomes thicker, or you can say this lens become more spherical. So what does it mean? So more spherical, lens becomes more spherical like this. That means your radius of curvature become less. If radius of curvature become less, that means focal length decreases. How the radius of curvature is decreasing? Let me explain that thing also. See, this is your thin lens when it is relaxed. Okay, and we know this lens is part of a bigger circle. And see the radius of curvature. This is your radius of curvature, and this will be your focal length. Now, when this lens become thicker, that means it becomes more spherical like this, more curved. So it will be part of the smaller circle. See now the radius of curvature, and this is your focal length. So focal length is getting reduced. Is it clear? So till now what we have discussed? What we have discussed? When object is closer, ciliary muscles ciliary muscles when, let me write, when object is closer. Because when object is at distant vision, at a far up place, that is your normal relaxed position, okay, of your eye muscles. Relaxed state, you can say. So when object is closer, ciliary muscles contract. Ciliary muscles contract. Okay? Ciliary muscles contract means what we have just discussed, ligaments slackens or loosens. If ligament slackens, then what will happen? Your radius of curvature of the lens will decrease. So radius of curvature decreases. If radius of curvature decreases, that means focal length decreases. You can see focal length reduced. Focal length decreases means image is what? Brought forward onto the retina. Brought forward onto the retina. Is it clear, children? What is happening? How the eye is functioning? When the object is at far off places, that is your normal distant vision. That means eye muscles are relaxed and you are getting your proper image and inverted image is formed on the retina. But when the object is getting closer, the image is formed behind the retina. But what we want? We want the image to be formed on retina. That means we have to reduce the focal length. Okay, so that the rays will converge on the retina. So to reduce the focal length, you have to, what you have to do? That means your ciliary muscles will contract. So ciliary muscles will contract means your focal length will reduced. Is it clear, children? The working of our eye. Okay. Now one more thing. Let me discuss. That is your least distance of distinct vision. What is this? Least. Do you know this? Least distance of distinct vision. What is this? This is very easy. Nothing. Least distance. This is the minimum distance for which the lens can focus the image on retina. Okay? And that distance is called least distance of distinct vision. And this distance is called near point. This distance is called near point. For normal eye, this distance is 25 centimeter for normal eye. That means your near point is 25 centimeter and far point is infinity. Okay, and with age it increases. If you keep your book at 25 centimeter from your eyes, if you keep, when you are reading na, just keep your book 25 centimeter from your eye, then you can read it clearly. If you bring the book much closer to your eyes, you can say 8 centimeter or 10 centimeter, then it will be very difficult to read the book. Is it clear, children? Hope this video lecture is helping you. I am making it simpler. Okay. So in my next video lecture, we are going to discuss all the defects. Okay, children. Please take care and thank you for watching.